Hi everybody, welcome to Aikidoflow. Now, alright, listen, I'm, in my late 40s now, okay? You wouldn't know it looking at me. I'm sure most of you thought I was in my 20s, but yeah, I'm in my late 40s now. And when I was young, I was an idiot, to be honest. I was one of those wannabe gangsters, walking down the street, getting up to no good, doing loads of silly things, okay? And one of the worst things I did was I look back then I didn't see it that way, but when I look at it now, I could have killed somebody when I was young. So today, we're gonna have a look at this.
Story time. We're waiting for the story, man. We're waiting for the story.
Okay.
Where's the story?
Okay, here's the story, okay? Story is, okay, when I was, I must have been about, 16, 17 or something, and I remember...
Hey, one sec. Everybody get comfortable. Okay? It sounds like it's going to be a long story.
No, I'll try and keep it quick. I'll try and keep it quick.
I'm going to get comfortable too, okay?
Now.
Okay, snuggle down.
I was thinking about, 16, 17, okay? And we had our younger lot, we used to walk down the street up to no good, but then there was the older boys as well. Let's call them our elders, all right? Now, one of these boys, okay, his name was Chaz. These older boys, they used to trouble us sometimes, okay? And I remember once Chaz came up to me, and Chaz, if you're watching this, much love Chaz, respect, okay? Because Chaz taught me a lot, okay? This incident with Chaz taught me a lot, and in a way, I got to thank him for this. But I remember once Chaz came to me and said, let me borrow your bike, okay? I was scared of Chaz, so I lent Chaz my bike. Chaz went away on my bike, never came back. Saw Chaz a week later, okay? I said, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So saw Chaz a week later.
He never came back?
Nah, he never came back.
Holy
So I saw a week later, I said, Chaz, where's my bike? He said to me, oh look, the bike was hot, man. It was hot, it was stolen. So, the police came, the police stopped me and they took the bike. He goes, give me a week, I'll sort you something out, okay? A week went by, Chaz didn't sort me out, okay? I got angry. So what I did, first of all, I brought my cousins down, okay? And every time I brought my cousins down, because I couldn't handle Chaz. Chaz was bigger than me, okay? So every time I brought my cousins down, they would never see Chaz. So eventually, I couldn't bring my cousins down all the time. So eventually, I can't remember if I got a phone call or something, someone says, yeah, Chaz, blah, blah, blah. And I remember I got my bike chain. There was a chain, with a padlock on the end of it. Got it, put it around my neck, under my jacket, okay? And I would just be out and about, and I was always at that chain in case I saw Chaz. Because my mentality was, if I don't deal with this, Chaz is gonna trouble me from now on. So I need to deal with this. As scared as I was, I knew I had to deal with it. So I remember seeing Chaz on a bus, I think it was bus 13, coming from North Finchley to Golders Green or something. And we got into it on the bus. And I remember I stood over him and I said, so Chaz, you're gonna give me my money. Where's my money? Blah, blah. Chaz looked at me and says, get lost. I brought the chain off my neck, put the chain around my wrist, and I had the chain hanging down there so the padlock was here. I said, Chaz, you gotta sort me out my money. Chaz basically told me, looked at me and say, yeah, what are you gonna do with that? And I took it and I went crack over Chaz's head. The padlock hit his head, blood everywhere. Now, Chaz, to my surprise, got up. You know what I'm saying? Chaz was like a Terminator. He got up. And next minute, me and Chaz, we're having a bit of a scuffle. I remember during that scuffle, I think we had a bit of a scuffle beforehand as well. And I remember during that scuffle, me and Chaz struggling in the doorway of a shop or something like that. And this was, I think, before we got on the bus, before I hit him over the head with the chain. And I remember just Chaz being bigger and stronger than me and me trying to pit my strength against Chaz. And we were struggling and I'm trying to pit my strength against him. And Chaz was easily overpowering me, which is why I resorted to the chain in the end. And there's things which I know now, which I really wish I knew then, and I'm going to show you these things.
I told you it was going to be a long story. Even I didn't realize it was going to be that long. Holy smoke. Oh, by the way, Chaz, yeah, any legal liability, okay? We're strictly not liable for any of that attack.
So what happened between me and Chaz, okay? And we're in the doorway of a shop and we're like this, okay? And I'm trying to push Chaz and he's pushing me. But Chaz is much stronger than me, okay? Now, my whole focus was on pushing him back as he's pushing me backwards, okay? That's my whole focus. Now, I look back now, okay? And I was just we're struggling like this for ages. Now I was thinking to myself, now I look back on it, I think there's so many things I could have done, okay? I had my legs, I had my knees free, I had my legs free, I could have pulled one arm out, I could have elbowed him, There's so many things I could have done. I could have chopped the throat, I could have gone for the eyes, I could have, gone here or something. There's so many things I could have done. And also, like, he was pushing against me, okay? He's pushing me backwards. I could have just, used the momentum as he's coming forward and thrown him that way. There's so many things I could have done, okay? But my whole thing was just to pit my strength against Chaz. But he was stronger than me. What was I thinking? But I didn't know these things when I was young. So my point is to realize that even if our instincts as human beings, someone grabs your arm, okay, our instincts are, oh, I need to get out of this. Although there's so many easy ways you can get out of this by just turning the hand and pulling out, or or turning like this or something like that. There's some ways I could get out. But that's what we focus on. Why focus on this when I've got this? Boom! I've got this. Boom! Boom! There's so much I can do. Why do we focus on this if we got to get out of this? We need to realize that, now I realize that if somebody is pulling, if somebody's pulling me, trying to pull you backwards, I let them pull, you know what I'm saying? And I'll do something else. If somebody's pushing me, I'll just, instead of me trying to push back, I'll move out of the way, and I'll let them go. It's about not pitting your strength. It's about using somebody's energy against them.
What's that to do with Aikido? That doesn't look like any Aikido move that I know.
It is Aikido. Because Aikido, for me, is about... Now, people practice Aikido for all different reasons. They might practice it as a self-defense, but within the art of Aikido, there is always self-defense in there. And with that, you learn about people's energies, about their strength, about how to use their strength against them. And like I say, if somebody is... That thing we always used to do, which I do to my kids to this day. When I hold my kids and I've got something and they're trying to pull it out of my hand, they're pulling, and eventually I let go and they fall on the floor. It's simple things like that. It's that energy. So if somebody's pulling you, someone's trying to pull, you pull out, and you let them use their energy. Or someone's trying to push you, you let them go. You let them go. You use their energy against them. You don't try to pit your strength against somebody. So for now, if we're pushing each other, I'm not going to try to push him back while he's pushing me. So I'm just going to just move and just let him go. Let him go. So this is what I learned in Aikido. Around all the techniques, we learned to use somebody's energy. If somebody's energy is coming towards you fast, you move out of the way and you let it go. You don't stand there trying to pit somebody. You see the bullfighters in the ring. They don't stand there and try to, fight against the bull. They say, "Olé," and they move out of the way and the bull keeps on running. We need to take tips from those things. It's all self-defense buried into the Aikido techniques, which we can implement in real life situations. We practice it for all sorts of reasons. Some people practice it because they see it as an art form, but you use it correctly and there is self-defense in there, which is what I wish I knew when I came up against Chaz. In conclusion, okay? We should never be intimidated by somebody's strength, okay, or their size, because we can always use that against them. We can always use their strength, their height, their weight, their momentum, their energy, all against them if you know how to do it correctly, okay? This is something that I wish I knew a long time ago, you know, and it was almost thanks to Chaz and people like Chaz, which is why I got into Aikido anyway, you know. Chaz, you're watching, you know, I apologize. I actually saw Chaz not too long ago, and I remember he said to me, I still got that scar on my head, you know. And, you know, I know things are all good between me and Chaz now. This is a long time ago, but, you know, Chaz, I learned a lot from that experience. And, you know, and it taught me to just not be scared of someone who's bigger than me, because you can. There's many techniques in all sorts of martial arts which you can use against somebody who's bigger and stronger than you. Trick is not to be intimidated by that person, because if you do, everything just goes out the window.
Yeah, Chaz, any legal liabilities? Nothing to do with the channel, okay? What is it? The views, okay, expressed are completely personal, got nothing to do with Aikidoflow.
Style out, beat it, get it, photo.